We all remember Robin Hood as the man who steals from the rich and gives to the poor.
Robin Hood.
But did you ever know that Robin Hood had a dark side? He's mean-spirited and cares for no man, woman, or child. He goes around hunting people down because he believes the world needs blood.
It's a curse.
After a near-death experience, he goes to a place where everything is quiet and spiritual. Will this place cure him mentally and physically, or will he revert back to his old ways of taking people out for no reason?
I help those who come to this island. And people change their course.
We will dive into the movie review of a legend who goes from having a lust for killing innocent people to turn his life around in the movie The Death of Robin Hood.
I am the outlaw. Robin Hood.
This movie starts off somewhere in Aino Dominio in 1247 when a young lady going around looking for food and shelter. She sleeps for a second where a deer shows up wanting his 15 minutes of fame and just wanders off. The lady meets a guy who minds his own business, not bothering anyone asking for food. Who is this guy? He's Wolverine and he wants to tell her a secret.
Would you like to know a secret?
Wolverine tells her there's a guy named Robin Hood who goes around taking people out. If you run into him, you better run for your life as far away as possible.
He was not a hero. You were a murderous brigand.
Now he tell her the story and tell her to get lost. The next scene, someone decided to sneak up on Wolverine because she thinks she can take out one of the X-Men. But little that she knows that the Wolverine has a great sense of smell and took this person out.
I am the outlaw.
You really thought you can sneak behind Wolverine and beat him? Wolverine decided to do the right thing by burying the person and wanders off.
I've killed so many I could.
Wolverine is the new Robin Hood who'd rather be alone until his friend Little John shows up telling him his life story about his family. Wolverine tell him, I'm tired and you deal with your own problems.
Everyone I know is gonna die. Not my problem.
Little John proposed a deal to take out a couple of people for something they did, I guess, and Robin Hood agrees. The next scene, Robin Hood and Little John traveled together and took out one of the dudes for reasons that's not explained and took his food.
Monstrous.
Seconds later, they took a bath in dirt, which I guess is called soap back then, and then turned around and delete almost the entire family.
You were a murderous brigand. Wait, woman.
Robin Hood did one of the dirtiest things ever, is taking out one of the kids for no reason.
I don't care.
I have to admit, that was one heck of a shot with a bow and arrow. There's a little girl who was left behind and was spared, which is a great thing. It will be diabolical for you to take her out too. By the way, her name is Margaret. The next scene, the weirdest thing happened is that kid who got shot by the arrow not too long ago somehow survived and just walking in the woods like nothing happened. This enraged the villagers that they decided to go out and take out Robin Hood and seek revenge. Few minutes later, a house is on fire. And it usually happens for one or two reasons. One, burn all the evidence in the house. Or two, fish people out so they can get there, which is exactly their plan. Robin Hood had to take out a couple of people with his Wolverine skills and took them out brutally.
I am the outlaw.
A new challenger decided to challenge Robin Hood, which is the dumbest mistake of his life because he took out his son and grandson. What seems to be a great battle until Robin Hood get beaten pretty badly. But is saved by Little John. Robin Hood is hurt pretty badly in battle and now the scene shifts to the caretaker's home. The caretaker's name is Sister Brigid. Tell him that you've been here for 6 days, beaten up pretty badly with bruises, broken bones, and burn marks used for healing purposes. Pretty sure Little John tried to heal him with the best he could, with fire. She tells him this.
I owe you an apology. You begged for me to let you die.
At night, Robin Hood gets a visitor at his bedside who looks like Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat and tell him you better not do anything to harm these people or we'll come after you. The next day, Sister Brigid had Robin Hood do some physical therapy to get his balance, which is more of a tour to the island.
What's your name?
The island is a peaceful place where everyone is having a great time. Sister Brigid decides to challenge him to see if he can hunt and trap for food. Look, lady, you must not know Wolverine, and he does this for a living. The next scene, Robin Hood is trying to escape, but Sub-Zero shows up telling him some advice. Sub-Zero tells him he's not taking him anywhere off this island and sit your behind down and get some rest.
I think you'd better sit down.
Robin Hood finds it hard to recover because he can barely move and cannot lift his bow and arrow. He gets some bad news that Margaret shows up telling him that his dad, or his best friend Lil Jon, has passed away. The next scene, Sub-Zero decides to test Robin Hood's memory to see if he can remember anything. If Robin Hood wants to know what happened to Margaret, he has to ask her himself, according to Sub-Zero.
What happened to her?
Terrible things.
A scene later, Margaret is scared of her life, decides to threaten other kids with a knife, and decides to run off and hide. Robin Hood tracked her down in the cave, took her weapon, and asked her a question about what happened. Afterward, he tells her to go to sleep. The next morning, Robin Hood decides to teach her how to skin a rabbit and shoot a bow and arrow until another dude shows up badly hurt.
Can you make for me?
Want me to make you a bow? All right.
Robin Hood decides to ask him some questions too. Sister Brigid decides to go to a sanctuary to pray using incense, which seems like she does this every day. Meanwhile, Robin Hood spied on the dude due to some suspicious reason and decided to take him to the middle of the woods to ask him some questions and look at his wounds. Robin Hood gets a call from Sub-Zero without his mask, and Sub-Zero tells him, I know who you are and you're the one who going around taking people out for no f***ing reason, and you need to tell Sister Brigid who you really are.
Tell her the truth.
It was Sub-Zero's last request before his passing and gave him his proper burial.
Our bad people out there. I fear our blood debts will follow her.
Robin Hood decides to take the guy to an island alone and tell him that he must go back home to his family. Robin Hood has that thrill again that he wants to go back, killing again because the world is a bloodthirsty place that loves violence. Robin tells him if he see him hanging around the island again, he will take him out too. Due to Sub-Zero's final request, Robin Hood finally tells Sister Brigid the truth and she was shocked.
Tell his stories. They're all lies. He was not a hero. You were a murderous brigand.
I guess him getting healed up all this time did not change his mind about the killing thing, except he did kill Porky Pig for some food and excitement, I guess.
I don't care.
Things get weird that she want him to lie on the bed to extract blood like she's at a blood bank. She used the blood for ritual purpose, which is poorly explained, but I guess it's some type of protection. Robin Hood at night had a dream of his friend, which is actually sad of how his friend went out and decided to tell Margaret who her dad really is. He tell her not to tell anyone who her dad is because his dad has a bad reputation, teaches her how to shoot a bow and arrow for the final time before his passing, and the movie ends.
I'll keep you safe. I will keep you safe.
The death of Robin Hood is based on a man who had no morals but to take over everyone he seeks. He created a reputation that everyone wants to take him out, but a near-death experience changed his perspective about things. Well, kinda. He meets Sister Brigid, who basically cares about the balance of the world. He teaches Margaret about different days which her dad is dead and gone and actually learn peace and tranquility. It's the best way instead of taking people out. Although Robin Hood is not a hero for what he did, but he can change into a better person and live for that reason. He realized he can't live in like this, and the curse that followed him due to his sins, taking people out, and his final decision, which was told by Sub-Zero, in the end was a respectable one. Excellent storyline, brutal death, and dark atmosphere, and will give this movie 8.5 stars. And we'll see you in the next movie review.
I've killed so many I could not give you a count. It's a curse. Robin Hood.